So in the last class we were talking about Sad Urmi. In the verse number 256. Sadbhi Rummihi Yogi Yogi Hut Bhavitam na Karane Vibhavitam. So when we were talking about this Sad Urmi, so how this Sad Urmi, like waves, keeps coming and going, and mainly they are what? Hunger and thirst. Then after that, Kshuddha, Pipasa, Shoka, Moha, and Jara, Mrityu. So Shoka, Moha means grief and delusion. Then Jara, geriatric problem, old age, and Mrityu, death. So generally, these 6 waves, some way or other, disturbs our life. That's why you can see when you are young and strong, you don't bother about anything. A child falls down, doesn't bother. Even if the child breaks some bone, makes no difference. Within 1 month, it will heal. Whereas, same child when it grows up, small crack takes place, whole life lives with the crack. Not only body becomes crack, mind also becomes crack. That's the worst part of life. So coming back to the point. So in meditation, one is supposed to look at all these aspects. That's why in the morning class, we discussed very carefully today. That because luckily morning also meditation class is going on in the same way. That 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is very nice. If you are not attending, at least listen to the talks which is uploaded. That people do meditation to make their life better. But it should be other way around. When life is better, then only meditation happens. But everybody does meditation to make life better, like exactly putting the cart before the horse. So by putting the cart before the horse, this is how the design nowadays. Definitely what happens, you know better. Maybe this is the modern technology, because in modern technology all the engines are in the front. Oh no, that's right, sorry. In India we have a car, okay? It is exactly like cart before the horse, and that fellow cries when it comes to hill areas. No. So the engine is behind. All autos also. Generally in India, auto, the engine is behind. Yeah, correct. Engine is behind. So that's why you can see unstable and not that much reliable either. However, let us not get into technical mode because I may be wrong. There will be dispute. Let us not get into that. Who am I to get in? So here meditation is something. It is the out product of my day-to-day living. That's why when I close my eyes, first thing comes, first thought comes, and all the thoughts related to that only comes, which has got more impact in my life or on that particular day. So if my life is full of impacts, full of sense of guilt, hurt, and of course all other emotions, what sort of meditation will I be able to practice? That's why we say meditation is not to be practiced. In fact, meditation is something, it's matter of disciplining one's own self. So in this background, as we saw few verses, now we'll be seeing in details. Now let us read 257. Brantik kalpita jagat kalasrayam swasrayam cha sat vilakshanam niskalam nirupamanavadhiyat brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmane. So tat brahma tvam asite. The Brahman that is under our discussion, the subject matter that we have been discussing. So that Brahman is you are. That is how the teacher says. So in reality, I need to dwell upon what? May you dwell upon this. So I need to dwell upon that Brahman, the Brahman that is discussing the totality is me. Aham Brahmasmi. So when this is that, how it says brings this thing, that very nicely. So when this Brahman is me, now in my day-to-day life, I am always insecure. And always I feel anything may happen to me at any moment. Financially, socially, emotionally, of course. And later on, when age increases, physically. So anything may happen at any moment. Now when this sort of thought is there in me, some form or other, sometimes it is very dormant, sometimes little active, and some few times very violent, means very strong. So when these sort of things are there, how can you think that I am Brahman? Keep your Brahman outside, you understand, with yourself. I am going through the hell. What is Brahman? Atman? We say very nicely, if you are hungry, will you be able to cherish the lyric of any poem? In Oriya we have a very beautiful saying, okay? Impossible. Because only you will be listening to what? Your lyric that is in your stomach going on, you understand? That hunger lyric. So here, when I am insecure, I do not know what is happening, my foundation is shaken up completely. Or shaking, either or. It's exactly like, I will tell you, to be very honest, by going to Japan, this helped me a lot. I learned a big lesson in my life in Japan. That especially when I was in Tokyo, and I think if I am right, some third or fourth floor I was staying, that two individual house, and made up of wood. I think that night maybe some 15, around 10 to 15 definitely, or more than that, this earthquake came. Gada 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 goes. Gada 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 goes. Like, you know, it's like somebody shaking, and more being wooden, and that too in the third floor. First time I boom, second time, third time, okay, let it be. I was, you know, opening my eyes and enjoying. Wow, wow. I'm not telling you jokes. It gave me such a beautiful experience in life. Anywhere, if I see earthquake, I don't run. I don't bother, to be very honest. I remember once it happened in Italy. You cannot think of. I was, you know, lying down. They thought I am sleeping. I am lying down enjoying, because I know I was enjoying. Wow, shaking everything, everything moving. I said, wow, good. In fact, recently, today morning also we had a earthquake here, okay? So I was really, that time after the class, in fact we had, just after the class I was stretching myself, just stretched, okay. I enjoyed, wow. Once it happened night 12 o'clock, really bad. I was, okay, woke up. Generally, I was enjoying. Then after that some sound I heard. I saw all the people on the street. If you have to die, you will die. What is that? Better to die inside your home. Okay, you have done your home, die inside your home. Why to die outside? What I am highlighting here is, this experience gave me such a rich understanding that there is no need to be afraid. It is a matter of few seconds, few more seconds, you understand? In few more seconds, building will collapse, everything will collapse, you are finished. What is being deleted? Let it be. Like that, in our life, we have a lot of issues, unresolved issues. Thank God I was there. I could realize. That's why if any Japanese you come across all over the world, they are least bothered about this earthquake. Because they are so much habituated with it. So also in life, we have a lot of different type of complicated experiences. Sometimes we get habituated. So our patience level increases, but in reality, still there is a threshold. But here is being taught that you don't have any threshold at home. And what is that? He says, look, why are you afraid of anything or anybody? Because you are the what? Beautifully, you are just Bhranti Kalpita Jagatam Kala Ashrayamiti. So Ashrayam. So this entire Jagatam, whatever you see, the universe that you see, this creation you see, it is that delusion and that too projected. And interestingly, the substratum is me. The Brahman is the foundation. The me is the foundation. So when I am the foundation, that's why we say very nicely, jocularly I say, look, हिंदी में कहावत है, आसमान गिरने वाला नहीं है. The sky is not going, in English we have, sky is not going to fall down. But remember, the fear of sky to fall down, you may fall down. If you fall down, definitely your sky falls down. Sky will not fall down. Remember this much. But the fear of that sky may fall down, may make you to fall down. And if you fall down, your sky will fall down. Can you see this point? That individual space will be lost or not. So you have to be careful. Here it says beautifully that I am the substratum. And what is that? That is something Sat Asat Vilakshanam. That which is distinct from Sat, existence, Asat, non-existence. At the same time, that is Niskalam, partless, Nirupamanavat. It cannot be comparable, incomparable. And that is me. Because always meditation starts with comparison, continues with comparison, ends with comparison. Any meditation you look at that is available in the market, it is comparison based meditation. Because without comparing, Can you have experience? Try. You say this rasgulla is beautiful. Rasgulla means sweet, okay? This rasgulla is very tasty. How do you say tasty? So I can Italian example. Lotto is very beautiful. So I miss Lotto, okay? Kaki Lotto, okay? Now time has come for Lotto Kaki. After some time. So I wish to be there for Lotto Kaki, okay? That's why indirectly I'm trying to tell. Something should happen, okay? So one type of persimmon is a ripened persimmon. It's a different variety. Really taste is super. Something really amazing. Somehow I like it, okay, personally. And if you give me some few kilos in one day, I can eat it, okay? That's not bad I am. However, then what happens after that, don't ask me, okay? However, coming back to the point. So to say that this rasgulla or this lotto is either beautiful or very good in taste, both physically beautiful. So the moment I say it is beautiful, means physically looking, color and form, that means I am comparing. Without comparison, can I come to a conclusion that it is beautiful? Try. Impossible. So also, when I come to, it's very tasty, very nice. That means again I am comparing. And interestingly, all meditation is experienced meditation present day. So when it is experienced based meditation, that means what? There is a comparison or not. So without comparison, can you experience? That's why here he says, I am incomparable. So the moment mind starts comparing, because that is how mind is. Mind loves to compare. As long as mind is able to compare, and while comparing, mind finds that I am in a better place or I have a better, that time mind derives happiness. Can you see this point? Just observe a child. Both the children are playing. Suddenly child discovers other child's mother comes. Now this child is affected because mother, now there is nothing to compare. If child does not find anything, will pick up another child. Look, she is my brother. Will try to take care of the child in such a way. Or my uncle is coming. You understand? In fact, my uncle promised, my father promised, will come and give me this chocolate. Give me this, give me that. The child will talk some unnecessary things. Have you not observed this? To make sure that I am something better in comparison to you. Please remember, this is the most important point. I am having something better in comparison to you. And whole life we are working on holding on to better things than in compared to others. And as long as I am able to hold on to better things in comparison to others, that long my mind is better. That is how people work. Now in meditation also we do the same thing. That is the sad part of it. Can you see this point? And all this meditation package is being created in such a way, whether you like it or not, you have to compare. And remember, where there is a comparison, there is a computation. And where is there is competition, there is no improvement. The best example is Olympics. Imagine if, especially in running, if you lose just 0.4 seconds. It happened this year, okay? Italy and Britain. So Italy won gold. Just 0.4 seconds, 4 or 2 seconds. Italy won, and you should see the frustrations in England or in Britain. You cannot think of real frustrations. If it is, 1 second is understandable, okay? In Olympic, 1 second is very big thing. 1 second is understandable. Point, you understand? 0.2 seconds. That is called, because here what happens, please understand. So in competition, there is no growth. That's why if you observe, no Olympic fellows compete. If they compare and compete, they can never win anything in their life. I am giving you the truth about India. After 4 decades, India has come to a better place in ranking in Olympic. After 4 decades. At last, India got to 7 medals, okay? At last. It's a very big thing for India, okay? Such a huge country, 7 is shameless thing to talk, but still I am talking, okay? And in that one, gold is there. Good record that fellow has made. Javelin. Really, world record he has done, no doubt in it. And you will discover all Indians before, they had the attitude of competition, comparison and competition. Before going to Olympics, everybody will give statement, you understand? This is the world record, already I have reached this. You understand? Finally, push. So, an Olympian, that's what my point is here. It's an amazing thing to understand. If whoever has won Olympics, they never compare. And if they compare, they will not win a gold medals. So no comparison, no competition, even if it is a world-class competition. Can you see this point? So that should be my attitude. To excel, to improve. Let me put all my potentiality. Let me put all my effort. That should be my meditation approach. But what I do in meditation, the moment I sit down, already I have preconceived notions. And with this preconceived notions, I start meditating upon. Only compare, negotiate, compete, finally, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That time I wake up. Because I discover no more I can compete. Olympic is over. No goals, no medals, nothing. Only solace, you understand? And some people will say, look, at least you can say, look, I went to Olympics, you understand? So I did meditation, you understand? So here he says, I am incomparable. That's why in meditation, when I sit, any sort of comparison arises, pops up in my mind. I am someone incomparable. I am the foundation. And that Brahman is me. So that you don't give a chance for any sort of comparison. Let us read the next. Janma vriddhi parinatya prakshaya vyadhina sanavihina mabhyam विश्वसृष्ट्यवदि विश्वसृष्टव्य विधाता कारणम ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मने. Says beautifully, again same thing. That Brahma, the Brahman that is under discussion, is Tvam Asi, is you are. And may you meditate upon this. And what is that? He says beautifully. Janma, Vriddhi, Parinati, Apakshaya, Vyadhi, Nasana. Basically, sixfold modification of the body. अस्ति जायते वर्धते अपरिणमते अपक्ष्यते विनश्यते इति षड्विकारवत्. So these are the six-fold modification. So he puts janma, birth, jayate, vriddhi, jayate vardhate, grows, same word, okay, little differently. Parinati, development, viparinamate. Apakshaya, apakshiyate, apakshaya, decay, same thing. Vyadhi, he asks here, vyadhi. This is the one. So because it's very practical. So vyadhi means disease. Nasana, death. Now, this body goes through these sixfold changes. Neither you can stop, nor I can stop, nor even if any God stops. Unless they create a story about God. Because this is body dharma, sarira dharma. That means when I close my eyes, this also will pop up. Especially when I sit for some time, all the time everything will be perfect. Back pain starts first. Then after some time, when you sit for a little longer time, neck pain starts. Again, if you sit little longer time, knee pain, leg pain. Somebody said, no, Swamiji, in your case knee pain last, but in our case, the moment we think of sitting down, knee pain starts. Forget about sitting, okay? That's why we love chair meditation. So on chair we do meditation, and that one fellow is popularizing chair meditation. I am not critical of anything. Okay, you can do chair meditation. Best example, why chair meditation? You can do the bed meditation. Lie down on the bed and do meditation. Okay. Next step will come. Don't worry. Okay. People have to make everything simplified. Now you understand. That is the best meditation. No? Only others will not disturb, okay? That's the only point. However, so now here, the moment I close my eyes, all thoughts related to this body pops up. Some thoughts here is being highlighted directly related to body. Sometimes indirect relationship to the body. Now here he says, look, I am someone Bihinam all these six. So Bihinam means free from, different from. That which is Bihinam means not, these six things are not there. Means literally I am free from all these six things. So that means if there is a pain in the body, I have to allow this is body's pain, let it go through. And I have seen in meditation, when there is a tingling sensation especially, because when the blood circulation will not be there, you will see that numbness of the leg. That time if you become impatient, that's all, you are disturbed and you have to get up. You cannot. If you allow it, let it be there. What is that? And you will discover this numbness will start increasing. I am telling you the process of meditation, okay, indirectly. The numbness keeps increasing. Sometimes you will discover both the legs will be completely numbed. Even though the upper portion becomes numb, generally, as per the technically, up to navel it can be numb, not above that. Because there is prana is there, difficult. And you will discover, so nice. But the moment you are little bit worried, concerned, the more you are worried, the more it becomes painful. And if you manage that numbness, you don't feel that there is leg. What a beautiful thing to do. Having leg without being legs, having legs, you feel it without legs. How is it? Nothing like that in life. It is exactly, this present day, why people love all this, phone pay and all these things. All this digital payment. Why all these people love nowadays? Because you don't have to carry money. But you have purchasing capacity. Can you see this point? Same thing also. You don't have to bother about legs, but still leg is there. Legs are there. What a beautiful thing to go through. So here is being highlighted that anything related to body, when it pops up, I am free from. Means, let me watch them as an witness. Then who am I? I am Abhyayamti. I am changeless. And interestingly, I am somebody that Srushti avavidhata karanam iti. Vishwa Srushti avavidhata karanam. So I am the cause of this creation. Means the creation of this. I am the cause of the creation of this universe. I am the sustenance. Also, I am the cause of dissolution. That means I don't have to bother anything about anybody. Let it come, let it go. Interestingly, if you observe that whole life moves based on the projection of our mind. The way we project, same way things happen. And in some people's case, what is going to happen, that way they project. It can happen both ways. Some people project, thing happens. That is not healthy. You understand? You keep projecting, I think I'll have disease. I think I'll have disease. Of course you will have disease. If not that disease, at least mental disease, okay? So, if you project and accordingly thing happens, is not healthy. Whereas what is going to happen if the projection happens in keeping with upcoming events, if mind is able to think, project, that is something interesting. That is called getting tuned with the total mind. So here, when people always keep projecting and projecting and believing in their projection, they live their life. Remember, during projection time, you cannot help a person. Only you have to allow the person to fall down. Now with this, let us look at the next verse. Oh, already time. अस्तभेदमनपास्तलक्षणम् निस्तरङ्गजलराशि निश्चलम् नित्यमुक्तमविभक्तमूर्तियत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि. So that Brahman, that is under our discussion, the subject matter, that is you, or here, that is me. Now, one meditate. And what is that? Asat Vedam iti. So this is Asat Vedam. So I am something what? Beautifully free from all sort of differences. At the same time, Anapasta Lakshana. So Anapasta Lakshana, the nature is what? That is never non-existence. That means is always present. So even though I am free from all sort of differences, distinctions, still I exist. And how do I exist? This is a beautiful example. People think in order to exist, you have to make noise. So somebody said, how to live without making noise? People must feel my presence, you understand? It's exactly like we do donkey, okay? A donkey, in India we have all animals, especially donkey, cat, all these things. They do not tie down a bell. With the cow we tie down a bell with respect. Whereas in donkey case they tie down a bell not with respect. To make sure where that fellow is going, to monitor. So the moment donkey makes noise, they understand, okay, where is the donkey, okay? Or else in the bush and everything, somewhere, donkey will be busy. And especially when you load, interestingly they do it, because people generally do not go behind donkey. Always, they are very clever. Two people will be there. One person will load, and once will bring the donkey, drop it, and goes back. Next time you don't have to do anything. Load it, go, again the donkey will come, and where to be unloaded will come there. And in between some, grass somewhere is start grazing, that's all. So to track this thing, they will have, this bell. So sound becomes different, goes in here and there, that means somewhere has gone. Then they will shout. Then again donkey is on the track. Really amazing thing to observe, because here I am observing how they do it. So here also, I behave like a donkey, making noise. Only I don't kick. Sometimes also I kick, okay? Not with the leg, with the words, okay? In fact, kicking through the words is much more powerful, dangerous than leg, okay? However, so here, how is it possible that to live without any noise, without making the presence to be felt? He says, beautiful. This is something really, really nice. This exactly gives Distaranga Jalarasi Nischalam iti. Look at a lake. If not such a big lake, at least minimum 100 meters. In that lake, there is no wave. The water is still. Nischala. No shaking at all. It's amazing. When you look at that, your mind comes down. And there what we do, generally I used to do in childhood, we'll take a small thin stone. And there is a way of throwing, okay? Like we have to bend down, tack, and that fellow will jump, ta, 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 and we'll have competition. How many jumps that fellow does, okay? I hope some of you must have done some way or other. So this is universal, problem of the child. The worst thing we had to do those days, nowadays it is difficult to find out. Sometimes to do that earthen pot we break. Somebody's earthen pot we throw and break it, and we take that to do this job. That is not good sign, okay? How? And I will tell you another point. This is later on I did it. After coming to this line, I do it. Also I have done. Take a small stone, throw it near the beach, little inside or possible center. Differently you can put it. So when you put it, the moment a stone falls there, so it creates a jerk. And that jerk, it creates wave. That wave starts becoming bigger, 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 bigger. And we see one after another. There is a gap. Very nicely it goes. That is in fact is mind, like Tanjavur door. It just goes slowly without any disturbance. In fact, very pleasing. Just one stone. Just if you put 2 stones, 3 stones, or you put one, somebody else put another, it's a disaster. This is what our life, okay? Put one stone till all the waves is resolved. And enjoy that no waves. So here is being taught, I am someone is nistaranga jalarasi nischalamiti. No agitations. Nothing. In fact, before, that is what we call falling in love with a meditation. That is also called one type of obstacle. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, maybe we should sometime talk on this. How the different levels of meditation in that. That time what happens is, whenever sound comes from outside, because sometimes I feel like, switching off all the phone and everything and enjoy my life, okay, the way I was earlier. Enough of doing all these things. To be very honest, sometimes I'm tired. So, suppose you are sitting, some sound comes. Big noise. And mind will wake up, ask the ear, hey, what is that sound, from where it comes? Then mind will say, you understand? The way mind will respond to it means don't worry. Even if you will not tell that don't worry, means indirectly later on when you compare, you will see, let it be there. How does it matter to you? Even if that sound is next to you, mind will not be interested to go out. That is called falling in love with meditation in your mind. That is called real falling in love. Nothing else. And if you have fallen in love with that, you will never fall in love with any man or woman or any object or anything in your life. And even if you fall in love by chance, don't worry, you will get up and get out. That's why all the rishis, the best example of rishis, in due course of time, because of their prarabdha, they fall in love. Best example is Vishwamitra. but just like that got up. Okay, in a story we are saying just like got up, it must have taken some time, okay? It's not just like that, okay? So also here, I am Saman, Nitya Muktam, always free, and of course Avivakta Murti. That means I am not a vibhakta, I am not a divided, indivisible form. And that Brahman is me. Let me dwell upon. So these are the tools to meditate. More of it we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.